evening, and welcome to Conversations with Cathy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Conversations with Cathy. We're very happy that you joined us again this evening. We have an all women episode tonight. Women who are inspiring in their own ways, women of different ages who have, found new beginnings and are pursuing their passions and their advocacies during this pandemic. So, sit back and relax because we have quite an inspiring show for you. And, leave me a comment. Tell us where you're watching from this evening. Raquel, hi from Cavite. Oh, hi, Maita. All the way from, well, not all the way, not too far, no, from Manila. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Elsa. I know Elsa's from Cebu. Thank you for always being with us every Friday evening. I wanted to let you know that Conversations with Cathy now has a YouTube channel. So if you would like to catch our past episodes, they are all available on the YouTube channel. And next Friday night, we will be broadcasting from our YouTube channel. So you have the choice whether to watch it on YouTube or to watch it on Facebook, because I know for some people it's easier to watch on YouTube. So, but right now we have all our previous episodes there. So if you've missed any, do just go visit a YouTube channel and subscribe. Just click the red button and subscribe to our channel. Okay, and tonight, just like last week, we'll be giving away a few prizes during the show from one of our guests who generously sponsored. But I'll tell you more about that later when I interview her. Okay, so hi Malu, I know all the way from Canada. Thank you for joining us again religiously every Friday night. So our first guest this evening is a young lady. Okay, and if you are familiar with Regina's store in Shopsville in Greenhills, and I think most of the people watching here tonight very familiar with Regina's. I grew up with Regina's. My children grew up with Regina's, but Regina's is no longer around. It closed shop a couple of months ago, if I'm not mistaken. But in its place was born what is called Sophie's Selection. So I'll be bringing you Sophie of Sophie's Selection in a bit.
Hi, Tita.
Hi, Sophie. So
Hi, Tita. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you here, Sophie. It means a lot to me that you're here on the show tonight because I'm so happy. Can you tell me how Sophie's Selection came about? Tell me the history.
So, it's funny because there's not really a history to this because the idea only sprang up about 3 months ago, sometime June. But we are in a very spontaneous situation right now. And just when I thought my future was set in running Regina's, my plan got derailed as Regina's closed. And
Right.
2020 has been a crazy year so far. And especially with the ambiguous situation of the pandemic, it is sometimes difficult to be hopeful nowadays. But I am comforted by the mentality that what matters is how we adapt to change. And as humans, it's always been our natural response to strive for normalization or to strive for a certain level of homeostasis. And it really took me a certain level of open-mindedness until now to accept that in the end, there's no right or wrong.
That's right.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
go ahead, Sophie, yes.
Yeah, because I've always wanted to continue my parents' footsteps. And when they closed, I found beauty in starting fresh. Like an open canvas where all unknown things are possible, I found beauty in the uncertainty. I
That's
saw
really
uncertainty as an opportunity because when things get uncomfortable, we may be responding with greater risk, but also with greater potential. And so I saw Sophie's selection as an opportunity to learn business at a very early age, navigating through its ups and downs, under the, of course, the guidance of my parents and my aunties and uncles during our weekly family conferences. So they've been very supportive. And of course, my friends.
That's right. You have a lot of them. Look, they're all greeting
Yeah.
you. Uh, Bella, I think Andrea is your cousin, right? Jane, on
Yeah.
that. Yeah, wow, you have like a whole support system
Hi,
here.
guys.
Yeah, yeah, there you can see on the screen. So this is really, this is really encouraging and heartwarming. And considering you're still in school, right? You're not
Yeah.
done. Yeah, you're not done with college yet.
Yeah.
Um, for you to like, venture into this so soon after your personal loss. I mean, is this are you finding this helpful, after your mom passed? Is this, going into business? Is this also like helping you?
Yeah.
And
In a way, this is therapeutic for me because I feel like I'm really trying my best to give her justice. Like in terms of the way I design, the way I make things concise as possible. She's always in my mind.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm sure Sophie's selection is a way of, continuing your both your parents' legacy, and imbibing the lessons that your mom taught you. But Regina's was around for like what? How many years? Decades, diba?
Yeah,
Decades.
over 40 years. Yeah.
Yes, it was there when you were born, until very recently. So how did that, how did it influence you growing up? Did you spend a lot of, would you spend time in the store? Tell me, can you tell us about that?
Yeah,
What?
so growing up, actually, I've always been an observer, whether it be in the lifestyle of my parents or what it took to run a business in general. So I noticed like during the weekdays, they'd be out before 7 a.m., before rush hour, or sometimes even before 6 a.m., just to avoid the early morning traffic. I also noticed their overall patience and perseverance in going through the different esquinitas from where they supply.
Yeah.
And in the end, being able to filter through an endless source of merchandise. It was also in their ability to know how to make small talk, small and genuine talk, despite them being introverts themselves. And that's
Yes.
where I get it from.
Right. You got the best of both of your mom and
Yeah.
dad, right? I know both her parents, so I can see that, she has the best of Sophie has the best of both of them. So what are the most important lessons that, dad taught you, that mom taught you, that you now, bring into Sophie's selection and bring
There's a lot.
into your life? Yeah. So pick lang, like maybe pick one or two and,
Okay.
share.
Business wise, for my
Yeah.
dad, I'd say he taught me that there is no get rich quick scheme at all.
Okay.
Everything is not instant. It is a slow, gradual process,
Mhm.
building it nice and slow. And in the process, you sort of build your clientele, the
Right.
goodwill with the customers, which is the most important. And I saw this in the end when Regina's was closing. It became viral. I was so surprised about that. Coming out in various news channels, it hit so many.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
then
touched
from my mom, sorry.
it touched so many lives. Regina's, cuts across
Yeah.
many generations and touched really many lives. Yeah. And from
Yeah.
so okay, go ahead. And then from your mom.
And then from my mom, I learned that finding treasure does take time, but you can source for something cheap without having to compromise on quality. So always give customers the best because I think that's why my mom and I enjoyed this so much when it came to sourcing for materials because we'd shop for stuff we'd also use ourselves.
Right.
So we'd always take into consideration what the customers felt. And
Yeah.
from both, I learned the value of hard work. I think
Mhm.
it's an irreplaceable life skill.
Mhm.
And this hard work hopefully will be able to bring joy to more people and
That's
uplift
right.
the lives of
That's
others.
right. Yes. Yeah. So, um, merchandise wise, can, like, if like I Miss Regina's, if I go to Sophie's selection, will I like sort of get the same vibe, more or less? Will I find what I would usually, find in
Yeah.
Regina?
What makes me happy about Sophie's selection is not only is there something for everyone. So you can go for Tarzan, you can go for White Rabbit, you can go for the organizers, you can go for good quality overruns. But
Right.
I think the biggest message I'm trying to bring across
Mm-hmm.
is that through Sophie's selection, hopefully you'll be able to find joy in the littlest things.
Yes, that's true. That's so true, because if you think about, when I think about Regina's, yeah, it's like you always leave with, you leave with something like your tagline, right? You leave with something special. You can't leave the store,
Yeah.
and whatever it is that you find there gives you joy, right? You bring back you bring back home the joy that you found in the store. And I guess it's going to be the same way. I have no doubt it's going to be the same way, right? Everybody does online shopping now. So tamang tama that your Sophie selection is an online portal. So that's, it's really so much yan, no? Keeping with the times. So if you miss Regina's, please visit Sophie's selection, and I'm sure, as she promises, you will always leave with something special, diba? O there's the number if you have questions. So, wonderful, Sophie. I'm so happy, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Tita.
I'm sure your mom is proud of you also, and I wonder, she would say yes. That's the way, way to go, Sophie. So
I hope
really,
she approves.
I'm certain she approves. Knowing her, and you have a whole family and so much, so a great support system. So no way, I'm sure it's gonna go really well. So thank you,
Yeah.
thank you so much, yeah, for being here, and I wish you well, and I wish Sophie's selection well.
Thank you, Tita.
Thank you. Okay, and I will see you around for sure. For sure, I'm going to browse Sophie's selection one of these days. It will be my go-to place, in the same way that, Regina's was my go-to place for many things. Yeah. Thank you, dear.
Thank you,
Okay. So,
Tita.
yeah, I'll see you soon. All right. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
We'll be back. Conversations with Cathy will be right back.
Do good, be kind. So, for most of our past features on Do Good, Be Kind, it's mostly the stories that we've featured have been mostly about being kind to each other, being kind to other people, being kind to the people within your community. But tonight, on Do Good, Be Kind, we will feature a lady with a great passion, a great drive and passion for being kind to the environment. And because of her advocacy for, being kind to the environment, she came up with this wonderful new company and this wonderful new product. So I'd like to bring in Pinky Yee of LivClean PH.
Hi, Cathy. Good evening. Thank you very much for having me tonight.
Yes, it's our joy to have you on the show, and to discover your Live Clean products, no? Because I have been doing heavy duty housework for the last 5 weeks. And your products have really, like, really helped me, in cleaning up the house. So I believe in them, and I know that they're good. But maybe you can tell us a little about why and how you decided to put up Live Clean and what makes it special.
Just a little background. I had some health issues in 2019. And so my doctor, who I sought and I finally found after like 6 months of searching, asked me to detox myself of certain foods that I was intolerant to. And so with that came an aha moment that I said, should it be just the food I ingest? Should I be worried about? Shouldn't I be worried of the things I'm inhaling? Because in our homes, we are surrounded by toxic substances. So whether that is, sensorially, what you see, what you smell, what you taste, what you eat, what you feel. And so that aha moment came wherein I was going already the natural route for eating. And the next progression was already to um, do the natural route in cleaning. So because we clean our homes every day and we're surrounded by all these chemicals, and mind you, this was pre-pandemic time. And so I prayed about it, and I came up with I have never been in the household cleaner industry, but I'm a marketer, and I had to call in sites, and there was just one thing that I needed to happen, and whatever that was, it had to be for good. So coming out with Live Clean was a miracle on its own. Coming out with my business partner, Lynette, hi Lynette, if you're watching, was God sent. We've been friends for a long time, but God put us together to come up with this amazing product. And coming from research, we only need 2 cleaners in our homes, a powder and a liquid. So how natural can you be with a powder, but having an active ingredient as in baking soda? And for liquid, it's plant-based ingredients because I remember growing up with my mom and my my grandmother, cleaned with vinegar and calamansi separately. And so with technology, I asked my business partner if we could do something together to create that. But I just didn't want any calamansi. I wanted to promote the Philippines calamansi. It's endemic to our country, and so I'm also into essential oils. So what if the idea was if we could put calamansi essential oil with vinegar, that will be stable enough for homemakers to clean in their homes. And voila, after months of experiment, we do have a product. And again, that's a miracle, and how we were able to come out with a calamansi essential oil. So this, our tagline for good, it goes beyond a tagline, because for good means 2 ways. Live clean for good. The first impression that you'll have of for good is forever. That's the first meaning. But more than that, the second meaning is for good of the environment, for good of your homes, because cleaning with natural products, it goes without saying, you are saving the environment. So that's our packaging, by the way. If you buy from us, we use biodegradable bags. Cassava bags are compostable.
I know, yeah. Can I show them? I have it here. When I first I'm gonna raise it. I said, ano to, ang lambot, ganyan. So like, I got curious about it, and I did a little research on it. It's like, you're really being true, to your word. And I also wanted to show this. This is your starter pack, right? Am I right?
Yes, that's our.
So, to our audience tonight, Pinky generously is gonna give us like a few packs to give away, but you have to like you have to like last week. There are some questions that we are going to ask. So do stay
Listen.
tuned, do stay tuned and listen, diba? But really, I swear by this, it's really so effective. I use it.
Mhm.
I use it in my house. Yeah. So
Right.
okay. So Pinky, what is your okay. If people want to buy this, how and where can they purchase?
Okay, we are available online, and so please email our office through the email address inquiries@livecleanph.com. So it's livecleanph.com, and our cell number in our office is 0917 You can also leave a Facebook message in our messenger in our FB page, or a DM in our Instagram page. Our Facebook page is Live Clean PH,
Mhm.
and Instagram is at Live Clean PH.
That's right. And
So
it is
yeah,
ideal, no, for like if you have pets, diba, at home, because they're not I mean, they don't pose a danger to your like dogs or your cats if they like lick the
exactly.
or stuff.
Yes, because one thing with natural ingredients is it goes with the ecosystem. So um, not only is it biodegradable, it is truly safe for children, for pets, because if you clean using the powder or the liquid or a combination thereof
Mhm.
to make a paste, and you clean your floors or other surfaces, you're cleaning with natural ingredients, plant-based ingredients, and so your dogs will love you for it. We had an Instagram post that there was a cat that actually was so happy. She rolled and rolled over because
Oh,
it was just the cat was not inhaling toxic chemicals. You'd think that
yes.
it's not affecting our pets or children, but really sometimes the reason why humans also have respiratory problems is because of all these toxic fumes we're inhaling.
Yes, yeah. There's a question. Do you ship overseas? I guess people can buy from you, right? And bring it overseas.
Currently, it depends like where. So currently we're saying no, but that is not with finality. We
Okay.
go on a case-to-case basis because there's some governments with restrictions as far
Mhm.
as powder is concerned, because they probably think it's like other kinds of substances.
Substances.
So
Yes,
there's
right.
nothing harmful in any of our ingredients, but
Uh,
that kind of powder that
yes,
becomes
yes.
a vice, right?
Right.
So we're just careful with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Calamansi essential oils. What did Norma say? I'm into essential oils too, but this one is a breakthrough daw, Pinky.
Yes.
Yan,
I have
marami.
to tell you, yes, it is a breakthrough. Yes, and
Yes,
Oma is correct, because
right.
if you look at the foreign brands of essential oils, the popular ones, calamansi is not there. And why is that? Because there is no demand, and that's why I'm one to like really promote calamansi.
Mhm.
We need to plant that Philippine flag in the essential oil market, because the
Right.
company I'm working with is a local company.
Mhm.
They're the biggest buyer of calamansi from the cooperatives, from the farmers. And so this is one way of me helping calamansi farmers
Mhm.
to really propagate the fruit, because you know what, they export it to
Mhm.
Thailand. Thailand pa is the one that uses calamansi essential oil, not the Philippines. And we're from here. So we should be proud of calamansi, not lemon, diba? Parang patronize your own, buy local. And
That's
it's so
true.
effective, guaranteed. I mean, in your homes, I'm sure,
Yeah.
you use calamansi to, if you eat seafood, diba, you
Yeah.
clean your hands with
Mhm.
calamansi.
Mhm.
It's
With
gone.
calamansi.
So can you
That's true.
imagine? It's a sanitizer, it's a deodorizer, it's an antibacterial, it's an antiseptic. So there's so
Right.
many cleaning properties of calamansi as an essential oil.
That's true. That is true. So eto na nga, no. So there's the powder whose dominant, what you call this ingredient is
Active ingredient. Yeah.
ingredient is baking soda,
So
tama? baking soda. And then this
Yeah.
one is the cleansing vinegar. Cleansing,
Cleaning,
ayan, it up, no?
cleaning vinegar,
Cleaning vinegar.
cleaning
Cleaning vinegar
with
with calamansi. Yeah,
calamansi. Yeah.
yes. So then you
So
can mix
that's yes, yes.
it
As I
together.
mentioned kanina, like the powder, some people kasi prefer to work with powder, some people prefer to work with liquid, but some,
Right.
you can combine, and
Mhm.
it's so effective to even be your dishwashing paste. Clean your pots and pans. It's so
Right.
effective there.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I didn't think of that. So wait, I want to ask our first two questions before before we close. So Cholo, could you please flash the first question so that our audience can. So what is the active ingredient in Live Clean's powdered cleanser? Parang klase, di ba? I hope I hope you're listening so that you can get the right answer and win the prize. So what number one is what is the
Yeah.
active ingredient in Live
Please
Clean's
answer in the comments so that you'll win
right?
our trial kit.
Research pa nila, di ba? I just said it a while ago, boys and girls. Okay, what is the active ingredient in Live Clean's powdered cleanser? O, yun na. May sagot na. But Menchi Misuno, you are in in Japan, so we will just send it to your home here in Manila, I guess. So whoever
Yeah.
got first answer, wins the. Ayan na, nagdatingan na ang sagot. Oh, very good. They were listening, Pinky. So many
Yeah.
answers. Baking soda. Okay, there. All right. Next question, Cholo. Second question. Why is Live Clean safe for pets? Okay. Why is Live Clean safe for pets? So the correct answer also wins a prize. Yan. So what is your hope for while they're gonna send their answers, Pinky? My question to you is what is your hope for Live Clean before I let you go?
Well, three things. The social impact of Live Clean for Good is to encourage our communities to look for healthy, more natural alternatives, and
Yeah.
that's good for your body. I mean, good for your respiratory
Right.
system. It's good for your homes, and something cultural, right? Promote calamansi. That's my intention. If we can support farmers, and we are a buyer of the calamansi essential oil. So do you know it takes 35 kilos to make a 10 ml vial of calamansi essential oil? Because ganyan, kaya we need to start planting some more because the demand will be higher.
Mhm.
Like once my product is more famous, and once there will be that drive of people to start using calamansi, I'm sure that farmers will be encouraged to plant some more. And most important, environmental. We really need to do our part for environment protection and not just lip service.
Yes.
It's nice to say kasi you're saving the environment. But, with Live Clean, you directly participate in environment protection because once the cleaners are dissolved in water and
Yeah.
go through your drains, it does not pollute our rivers, it does not pollute the air. So do your part in,
Great. Very
the
good. So we'll all buy Live Clean. No, really, me, I'm a user. I mean, I'm sold on it. I'm sold on it because I
thank
mean,
you, Kat.
having done housework myself, di ba, with no helper for the last 5 weeks, di ba, you really look for
Yeah.
products that can
Mm-mm.
help you. Okay, I saw this one question. Does it remove old stains? Yes, it does,
Yes,
right? It does.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
It
yes.
Yeah, so it does, Kiara. So just go to the Live Clean Facebook page and order some for your house. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you, Pinky, for joining us tonight and telling us all about Live Clean and for giving us some prizes to share with our audience tonight. So there they have a Facebook page, they have an
Yeah.
Instagram page, and if you'd like to buy, you can order online. I think
And
they're
also we are looking for resellers because we believe that another way for us is to be what I call believers,
Yes.
PRS. So join us in our advocacy in transforming your communities to be go the natural route one home at a time.
Yeah.
So please send us an email at partners@livecleanph.com if you'd like to be a reseller.
Yes, diba? So that's really a great beginning. Like you said earlier, diba? It's a new beginning. I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of us have new beginnings during this period. So
Yeah.
thanks, Pinky, and I hope
Thank
that
you.
the way that God bless will live clean and God bless will
Thank you. It's for
will
God. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. So don't go away. We have more questions to ask before we bring in our main feature for this evening. We'll be right back.
We'll be back. Conversations with Cathy will be right back.
Okay, welcome back. So that was an interesting conversation that we had with Sophie of Sophie's Selections and Pinky Yee, whose new product Live Clean is really can be your best friend for your home cleaning. I swear by that. I attest to that. We have a couple of more questions, because we have a few more starter packs to give. So Cholo, well, let's bring out our third and fourth question. Where can you buy Live Clean products? Oh, that's so easy. If you were listening in, where can you buy Live Clean products? So please send in your answer in the comment section, and then we'll announce the winners at the end of the show. So question number 3, where can you buy? Number 4, parang essay. I choose to live clean because. Okay, so we'll pick the best 2 answers for this number 4. I choose to live clean because. Okay, so there. Thank you again, Pinky, for sending the Live Clean products, and we'll send these out to our winners this evening. So for our main feature tonight, she's beautiful, inside and out, and she's ageless too. Like we said, when we think of ageless women, she's the first person that comes to mind, at least to my mind, because like when you talk about fitness, she's in a totally different league. And because I know her as a friend, she has a very good heart also, and she has many advocacies and many passions, and she's also a very good, of course, she's also a very good actress, but she's, far more than that. And I really look forward to our conversation with her this evening. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jackie Lou Blanco.
Hi, Cathy. How are you? Good
Hello,
evening.
Jackie. Hi. So it's nice to see you. Wow, even like this, diba, we were planning to meet up before the pandemic, but then the
I
pandemic.
know. I know. Hindi na tayo natuloy.
I know, but parang it's easier na nga now, diba? So thank you for joining us tonight. A lot of people watching are like really curious about what's the latest and what's new with what's the latest thing with you now, Jackie?
Wow. Well, the latest thing is I launched my peanut butter line actually just yesterday.
Wow.
For San Juan and Mandaluyong, they can order through the Deli Rush app. But if you are not from San Juan and Mandaluyong, you can still order. You just go to my Facebook page. So,
Oh,
yeah, I started that because, well, like many of us, lalo na kaming mga actors,
yes.
syempre naka-hold yung aming trabaho because of the pandemic. So I was saying,
Right.
what is something that I can do that I love and at the same time uh, can be a source of income? And since I've always
Yes.
loved peanut butter, naisip ko, ay, peanut butter na lang.
Right. And
Yeah.
I looked at your video quickly before the program, and it's so nice. You have 4 variants. Like, I'm
Variants,
so curious.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, cinnamon. What's that?
Cinnamon, coconut butter, cashew, and then the cashew. If you want chia, we can also add chia, and then I have the sugar free. So
Wow. Galing,
yeah,
galing. Okay, so I'm
yeah.
gonna go to your Facebook page later and order. You know,
Okay.
so but I love peanut butter. It's like
Oh, me
really
too. My gosh, it's a
super love,
go-to.
diba? Super love
I
peanut
love
butter.
it. I
Yes,
know.
yeah, yeah. So I was thinking, no, sabi ko, I wanted to do an outline of sorts
Yes.
for our conversation tonight. And three words, three words came to mind when I think of Jackie Lou. Okay, it's fitness. Okay, not this is not in any order, no, but
Okay.
fitness,
Okay.
okay, family, and faith. Okay, so let's
Yes.
talk about those three. Let's talk more about
Okay.
fitness. I am like so
Okay.
in awe of you. My gosh, you are so strong, girl. It's like I you're okay. You don't hide naman your age, diba?
No,
So
I don't. We're the same age, diba?
yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So Jackie is proudly. I'm turning 56 next month. So but Jackie's like
I'm
56,
56
diba?
already.
So,
Yes, yes, yes,
man, but
yes.
you don't look 56. I mean, has I know fitness has always been a part of your life, right?
Yes, that's right. You're right, Cathy. And I think also because I was a fat baby, I only started to lose weight when I was 14. So parang after that, it just became part of my life. Even after I would give birth, I would always go back to exercising. So ano talaga, it's a way of life already. It's just part of my day. And the other stuff that I do, like even when I post on Instagram, it's really because
Mm-hmm.
I've been in fitness for so long. So you develop your stamina, you want to try certain things, you're challenged by certain things, or you want to try something new. So,
Right, right.
yeah, that's it. Yes.
Yes, yeah. Because I remember when we were in our 30s, there was that
Yes.
period, right, when you won for that Slimmers World
Yes.
competition, right? And we were
Yeah,
like
the
what?
great bodies, yes.
Yeah, great bodies in our late
Yes.
30s at that
Yeah.
time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then now, parang there was like, not naman that you quit fitness, but I noticed
Yes.
there was that period, and then you became super into your fitness again around 3 years ago. Am I right? 2 years
Ye-
ago?
yes. Yes.
Yes.
Actually, that also I've been working out most of my life naman, no? Pero three
Mhm.
years ago, I had a hard time losing weight. I was asking myself, what am I doing wrong? I'm eating okay naman, hindi naman ako abuso sa pagkain ko. Nagwo-workout naman ako, parang, what is wrong? What's happening? So,
Yes.
somebody said, why don't you consult a nutritionist? Then, see where you're at.
Yeah.
So I was pala in my perimenopause stage, which means your hormones are going crazy. And so my nutritionist said, sabi niya, you just have to wait it out. Kasi sabi niya, once you lose your period and your hormones are stable na, then you'll be fine. So say ko, oh, okay. So
Yeah.
when I accepted that was the
Mhm.
stage that I was in, I just did what I could do. I nagbawas ako ng carbs, nagbawas ako ng sugar intake. I just tried to find out what worked for me. And I just
Right.
enjoyed the process. And I said, ay nako, matatapos din na to. Magiging okay din ako.
Oo.
So, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Because I follow your journey on
Yes, yeah.
Instagram. It's really inspiring, diba? I mean, because some women think na, "Oh, okay, I'm too old, or there's like a lot of, my knees are like this. What
Yeah.
would you say to someone, how would you encourage them to
Um,
like start
I
a fitness program?
I think there really is no age. It doesn't matter what age you are, but um you first have to choose. You have to choose yourself. You have to choose that, okay, I want to be healthy. And of course, you do consult a doctor if you want, if you have certain areas that need a little bit more help, or you consult a nutritionist or an exercise expert. But you always find out what works for you and do it because of your health, and uh, choose to live healthy, and choose to be the best version of yourself. So I don't think there has to be a particular age for that.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But tama ka, after, well, regardless of age, before you embark on a major exercise program, you better
Yes,
make
yeah.
sure, right, that your heart you don't have any defects, or you
Definitely, definitely.
have your blood pressure checked, and and all that. Yeah.
Of
So
course, those are all
yeah, so
important. Mm-mm.
that's true. How does your routine now? Well, now in our 50s, di ba? What is different, of course, I'm sure iba na yung programa ngayon, di ba,
Oh,
compared to
syempre.
how it was in our late 30s. Yeah. So what do you do
Well,
more of now?
I still work out regularly. I do circuit workouts. I do sometimes it's just body weight, walang weight minsan. I do pilates also that
Mhm.
I find complements the other workouts that I do because it elongates you, it centers you, it lets you know what your strengths and your weaknesses are. I think at this
Right.
age lang, Cathy, you're kind of just more mindful. Like, you have to be very careful with your lower back. I mean, there are just some things na hindi mo na lang basta-basta ginagawa. Parang, ay,
Oo.
itong angle na to, medyo hindi to okay for my wrist. Or yung, wag mo, I mean, you have to take care of your body. So pag hindi okay, di hanap ka ng ibang angle na safe at ano, di ba? So you have to know your body and accept your strengths with your weaknesses.
Yes, that's very good, That's very good and
Yes,
sound advice. Okay.
of
So let's go to
course.
the yeah, let's go to the next the faith, 'di ba? I know you
Yeah.
how's your faith like help you? I mean, it's ano naman eh, 'di ba? You've been through a lot, in your life. And so how has
Yeah.
the faith factor helped you sail through the
Oh,
storms that you've been through?
it's been my anchor, Kathy. It's
Yeah.
really it sets my day. I have my quiet time in the morning, and I just lift up everything to God, and that has made me survive everything and anything in my life. I mean, even for the small things, even if I have to decide on do I accept this show, I mean, I pray and I wait for God's answer. So everything is really he is the center talaga of my life. So
Yeah.
he's the anchor, he is the driver of my life. So
Right.
and I think that's the reason why um like during this pandemic, yes, of course it's very difficult what we're all going through. It's not an easy thing, but I am assured by God that He is sovereignly in control, and that this is a temporary situation, and that He is my strength in times of weakness. In times of any weakness, there are days where I wake up and I'm so anxious about this and that. I have not much work. I have this bill to pay. I have that, and I mean, it's sometimes
Right.
it can get overwhelming, but
Yes.
I know that He will always provide me, and He has provided in ways that parang, oh my gosh, meron na pala, or may nagbigay ng ganito, or may tumulong ng ganito. I mean, um, He will never leave or forsake us. So that is
That's
the joy that I have in my heart. It's really because of the Lord and my Savior in Jesus Christ.
Yes, that's true. Because one of the yeah, to your point, one of the industries that has really been impacted talaga is the entertainment industry. And
Yes.
yes, there are a lot who have, lost, yeah, really lost nothing. Di ba? I mean, because
Yeah.
we're living in different
Times.
periods that doesn't allow
Yeah.
for taping or shooting or
Yeah.
ano namin, di ba? Uh,
Maraming on hold talaga.
on hold, yes, maraming on hold.
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
So it's become really difficult. So that's true. It's really the Lord that will, to your point,
That's
to you
right.
personally, that is your
That's right.
anchor. Kasi syempre, di ba? I mean, even Isa Calzado mentioned that a few weeks ago when we had her on the
Yes.
show. Yeah,
Yes.
you really have to anchor yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your mental health will suffer, di ba? Your mental
Oo
health
eh. Oo.
will
That's
suffer.
why so many people are depressed, so many people, because it's not easy, di ba? Iba-ibang epektos sa iba-ibang tao eh.
Right. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay. And I saw it one time nga, sabi ko, oh, you lead your family devotional. I saw it, I think it was on your
Yes.
or
Yes,
on your
yes, we do.
Instagram?
Yeah, we do pray as a family on a weekly basis. My mom, kung si whoever can join us on that particular day, yeah. So
That's
it's
that's
been
wonderful.
yeah,
Galing.
yeah.
Galing,
That
yeah.
it's been a gift. It's been a gift during this pandemic. If there's anything that is such a gift that you can all pray together, which you don't normally do, naman, 'di ba? But
That's right. Yes, yes. Oo nga. Yes. So you mentioned your mom. So now let's
yeah,
segue to the third F, which is family. So, we're now at that stage in our lives, right? Where, although I know your mom is very strong pa and all that, where we find that
yes, yes.
the roles have reversed, that we
Yes, they
become,
have. Yes,
yes,
they have.
right? We take care
Yes,
yeah. So
of them.
what is your relationship with mom now like? I mean, the Belita Corrales that we all grew up with.
Oh
So
no, I know. Well, it's really the other way around. It's like I'm the one mothering her. Kasi
yes,
unang-una, matigas yung ulo. Wants to go out. I want to go to the grocery. I want to go here. I want to go there. Like,
yeah,
mom, you know, you're already at that age. Or, there was one time we fought already kasi talagang I didn't know anymore how to get through to her. But my children are saying, mom, siguro, she's coming from a place of, she's bored. She wants to come here because my granddaughter is here. I mean, and
right.
sabi ko, oo nga, no, it's very difficult. But I said, mom, the reason why I'm telling you this is because I love you. I said, it's difficult if you're out there, di ba? If something happens to you, we're all going to be so sad. So please take care of yourself. Ganon. It's hard, Cathy. It's really hard. But I just try to do it in a funny way so that she doesn't, binibiro-biro ko na lang.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So
Yeah.
lalo na I can imagine, yeah, mom is Cebuanas, as most Cebuana mothers are, they're
I
like
know.
experience,
They're
right? So
feisty.
they're so feisty. I guess you'll be like that too, right? When
Yeah.
we get to be there,
Yeah.
when we get
That's
to be
right.
there.
That's
Yeah.
their age. Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah, so let's talk about your children. They're all
Yes.
adults now, diba? So
Yes.
can
Yes.
you describe how your relationship now is with each child, with Kenneth, with Ricky, May, and then
Make
with
it.
Arabella? Yeah.
Okay. With Ken, cause they still stay here with my granddaughter. I think with him, he's like parang siya yung protector. He's my eldest kasi, so parang
Yeah.
siya yung, oh, ma'am, ganito. Ma'am, make sure na ganito, di ba? So, it's like parang, oh, ikaw yung panganay ko, pero now siya yung, but it's nice, yung parang he's very protective of me and he takes good care of me, di ba? Ricky May is also the same way. They're all very protective and they're all very, ma'am, do you need this? I'll say, I'm going to have a guest here. Paano ba yung ano? Kasi hindi ko alam, hindi ako techie, ganun. So they're all very helpful and they're all, it's just wonderful. Si Ara's my youngest, siya naman yung still very dependent. Mom, what am I gonna do? I don't have this. Mom, I'm already this age. I don't have a boyfriend yet. Mom, like this, like this.
Cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Iba-iba. Pero I'm blessed that I have children that are very understanding, very supportive, very wise. Um, it's a gift. It's really a gift. We have our sometimes hindi pagkakaintindihan, but I think that it's love that really is the one that envelopes everything.
Right.
And because they're of age na, 'di ba? It's easier to talk to them. They have a different kind of understanding. There is compassion, there is more openness and acceptance of certain things.
Mhm. Yes. So how do you navigate? But sometimes it's a problem, diba?
Yeah.
What are your tips on navigating to have a healthy relationship with your adult children? Now
Oh
that all
wow.
your children are adults.
I think it's you have to learn how to listen. Um, you have to learn how to, like, when you want to ask something and they don't want to talk about it because
Mm.
they're upset, you don't push. You have to sit you have to take a back. Okay, sige, let's talk later, di ba?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just want to vent. So just listen. Don't ask. Don't push. Don't try to zip your mouth and not give any comments, di ba?
Right.
So it's really a learning process, but you give them the respect that is due them, and they give you the respect that is due you. I've found that it's um, very wise to humble yourself. You may be the mom, you may be the dad, but kung nagkamali ka, you say sorry. It shows them also that
Oops. Oops, we hung. It hung. Yeah, I think we're having some technical difficulties, but yeah, our Jackie's always been very eloquent, and I'm learning, like I have adult children too, so it's all often a good exchange of ideas whenever we have a conversation. I was telling them, Jackie, that you're giving us really good tips, and you've always been so eloquent, and you know how to explain things well, and things you've learned also from experience. So sorry, can you continue about how to better navigate relationships with adult children? I think you're naka-mute, Jack. Yeah, it's mute. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the issue with live. It's like you get into technical difficulties, which is part of this new it's not anymore new normal, because this is our normal already. So but then it's also more real, right? This way that you see the little struggles that we have with a live broadcast like this, and figuring out how to fix the mute, or how to fix the it becomes more problematic when your internet is unstable. So I think uh, Jackie is still like tinkering with her tinkering with her internet. Maybe we can. Okay, there's Jackie's back, but she's still on mute. I wonder what happened. Yan. So maybe we can, Cholo, would you like to put on the screen the names of the first two winners of our uh, Live Clean gift pack kanina? If you're there, Cholo, or are you trying to help, Jackie siguro there. So yes, that's true, Malu. Jackie Lou has not aged, and is has always been very, very down to earth. There. Ayan. So hopefully we have her back. Hi, Jack. Wait, check your ano. Nako, it's still on mute. Strange. I wonder what happened kaya. Uh Maybe something with the baka she needs to log in siguro, Cholo. So there, yeah, we've had some technical problems like this in the past. So Chol, can I see again the winners of the first two questions? I think you showed it na. There, yeah, Menchi. Okay, so question number one, Menchi won it, Menchi Misuno. And then question number two, uh, is, do you have it, Chol? Or you're still helping Jackie Lou. Siguro something went wrong when her internet was down. But to her point, yes, Adrian, it's as real as it gets. We all experience internet connection problems, and it's understandable. Even in Zoom meetings, that is so true. But I'd like to go back to that point that Jackie raised, no, that it's so important to listen to your children. Well, either it doesn't matter if they're adults or they're teenagers or they're still very young. It's so important for a child to feel that they are heard, and that they are being listened to. I mean, really listen, not just with, not just with the ears, but also with with the heart. That's the that's the most important. That's one of the most important things. Let's see what is yeah. Okay. So hopefully, I think Jackie is trying to log in, and she logged out and logged in again. There. Okay. So I can't ask assistance from Cholo now because he's busy helping. He's busy helping Jackie. Oh, thank you, Ses. Despite the tech challenges, it's still a very interesting episode. Thank you, and thank you for joining us. So maybe I can ask the people in the audience, para naman your let's be, I want to be engaged with you too. If you have adult children, what ways have you found helpful, in parenting? Kasi syempre when you parent and your children are adults, they really in a way become more your best friend than your child. So if there are any tips that you can share, please please place them in the comment box, and so that I can read them aloud. Don't be shy, okay? Like me personally, totoo yung sinasabi ni Jackie, just listen, don't push when they don't, when they don't feel like talking, give them their space, and try as much not to give unsolicited advice. I mean, it's hard during the end, but there you are, you're back.
I'm here.
We missed you. So
So sorry.
it's okay. It happens, it happens.
Yes, I know.
It's as real as it's as real as it
That's
gets.
right.
Right?
That's right.
Okay. So, sige, let's go back. So, number one, you said listen, diba? So, I was
you
saying,
have to listen. You have to respect their space also.
Right,
Like I said, there will be days that they don't wanna
talk.
make kwento so much about what's happening or what's going on, or parang,
Right.
Ma'am, wait muna, diba? Don't
Yeah.
take it personally, because
Yes.
we were also like that at that age, I think sila lang, they're kind of more vocal. They'll just tell you, Mom, I don't want to talk about it, or
Right.
not now, diba? So you wait. I mean, you
Yes.
just
Yes.
wait.
That's true. That's true. You just wait it
Just
out.
wait.
Yeah, wait it out. So, listen and then give them their space and wait it out. Right?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. You have one brother, Monching, Ramon
Yes.
Christopher, right? And you're like so close. I mean, how is that? How is that like? I mean, you.
We I don't know. We have different fathers, but we never
Yeah.
considered each other as like he's my half brother, or
Mhm.
ganon. And I think that is I have my mom to thank for that, because we just grew up in an environment of love and support, and never did I consider him my half brother. Parang okay, iba tayong tatay, pero parang ganun
Yeah.
lang. It was
Yeah.
it was it was just as natural as anything could be. So I think that is the reason why we grew up, with that very special bond, kaming
Mhm.
dalawa. And I'm very grateful to my mom, how we were raised, and also to both our fathers, who
Yes.
hindi naging madamot, di ba?
Mhm.
It,
Right.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah. But that's so important actually what you said, diba? The environment and how the parent really plays an important role. I think that's why problems, it becomes problematic when you feel now one child is being favored over another, right? That's why I
True.
always say never play favorites, right? They should
Yeah.
feel everybody should feel that they're the favorite, di ba? Parang, I remember this story one time that was told to me when the parent died, and the siblings were like talking and sharing their stories. hindi ako yung favorite. So one sibling will say, hindi ako yung favorite.
Ang
Hindi ako.
favorite.
Everybody felt. Diba? So sabi ko, ang galing ng parenting nun. Kasi diba, each one was made to feel really
Exactly.
special. Diba?
Exactly.
Yeah. Key talaga yun eh. So I think
It
that
should be that way. Yeah, it
that's
should be
true.
that way. I mean, we all, our children have different qualities, and sometimes you'll say, bakit yung isa mas malapit sa dad siguro, or yung isa mas
Yeah.
malapit sa mom, di ba? So sinasabi, favorite ka ng dad mo or favorite ka ng mom mo. Pero sometimes kasi there are just certain qualities that, kunyari, mas pareho sila ng dad, di ba?
Right.
But it doesn't mean that you love the other one less. Siguro mas nakukuha lang nung isang anak yung kiliti nung daddy o mommy, di ba?
Correct.
Pero
Yeah.
you love them the same, di ba?
Yes. They must feel that. They're all loved in the same way, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Jack, I've seen photos of parang you, the whole family with Ricky and all that. How have you been able to navigate that, such that, and I'm sure a lot of couples or a lot of families, who are like in the same situation. How are you able to navigate that? Seems like you have a, pretty much okay relationship with Ricky and him with the kids.
Well, before the okay was not okay also.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it takes time, Cathy. It takes time. Yeah. It takes, I think time is really a gift. The grandchildren make it also easier. It makes, in God's time talaga. I mean, it wasn't easy in the beginning, but we are at the point, I praise God that we are at the point where there is healing, where there is forgiveness, where what is important is the time that is spent now with the children and the grandchildren. You need to really leave what you need to leave, and you just need to go forward, and what is more important, diba? So I praise God that it is a good time for us now, that we can be on occasions together and it's more comfortable. I can see how the children are happier, diba? And it just feels good. It's how it's supposed to be.
Of course. Yeah, of course. So and I'm really happy to see that, that you're now in this, diba, in this state of, that it's peaceful, right? And you're okay, and your friends, ganyan. But tama yan eh. That's true what you said. It does take time, and you cannot force it, diba? You can't force it eh. And pero totoo yun, you go through a period where it's not okay, where it's like feels diba? Totoo yun.
It's uncomfortable. It's like parang diba? Pero you need to pass through the time before it becomes okay. Ganun naman talaga yun.
And always by God's grace, it's not you also eh, diba? It's
it's only by God's grace.
Yeah,
only
by God's grace. Yeah. So Jackie, I have my last two questions. How has this pandemic changed you? What has changed about Jackie Lou Blanco? What new learnings do you have because of this 6 months na tayo eh? So you lived through this 6 months period. Yeah.
Aside from having cleaned all my drawers and every nook and cranny, and aside from my hair growing and my white hair there na tinatakpan ko lang pero madami na, I think it's really taught me to be more grateful for what I have, even for what I do not have. It's taught me, and I pray that it's taught most of us, that we can only rely on Him. It's truly been a gift to know that we can only hang on to God in times like this. We are on equal footing. There is no rich, there is no poor, there is no young, there is no old. We are all the same, going through the same thing. But what I've also learned is that our situation is temporary. matatapos at matatapos din ito.
Tapos din.
We just have to have that faith that God is sovereignly in control of everything, and we just need to look at our situation with eyes of faith, and we need to be kinder. Sometimes we may not be able to help financially. Sometimes you say, hindi naman ako makatulong, wala akong pera. But you can pray for that person. You can say a kind word. You can smile. There are so many ways that we can connect with one another during this time of pandemic. And you just have to open your eyes and open your heart and
That's true.
just be the bigger person always in
Yeah.
any situation, especially in our situation.
Yes, and especially, because there's a lot of anxiety and depression.
Yes.
So, lending an ear, di ba? Tama ka, it's not always financial. You can help in.
No, there's so many ways really that we can help. Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Okay, my last question, and something that I ask all our guests is, if you had known, say back in January or even back in 2019, if you had known then, what you know now, or if you knew ahead of time that there was gonna be kunyari may superpower ka, and you could tell that there was gonna be a pandemic, what would you have done differently?
Wow, what would I have done differently if I had known? Wow. Siguro I would have saved a little more.
Yes, yeah.
Because it truly teaches you na magtipid, which is good. I mean, it's
Right.
good. It teaches you to do with what you have. But one of the things also I learned, I just wanted to add also, is
Yes.
that it has humbled me to ask for help when I need it. That
Yes.
it made me realize I cannot do it alone, and it's okay.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, but if I were to do something, siguro I would have saved a little more. I don't know, maybe so I would have probably spent more time with my mom, see her more often, because now it's kind of more
Yeah.
difficult. Although we do naman see each other on a regular basis, or at least weekly we go to her.
Right.
But maybe that really to spend more
Yes.
time would have
That's
wanted to
true.
spend more time really. Kasi
Yes,
right
a
now
lot.
it's mas mahirap eh. You have to kind of think or hindi masyadong matagal, 'di ba? Yung pag-uusap
That's
o
true.
pagkikita, ganun.
Yeah. A lot of people, parang that's an important learning for them. Yung time spent with family, it's really, they would have done it now more, because now you can't like do it, or travel more with loved ones, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
And that's really what's important naman eh, is now you have a roof over your heads, you have food,
On your
whatever,
table.
konti man siya, madami man siya, and it's
Correct.
time with your loved ones. Really, that's the most important thing.
Yes, that is very true. Parang now puts into sharp focus what is really important and what really
Yes.
matters, right? Everything else is just everything
the
else.
other things you can let go of.
Yes. So so these lessons, I guess, you will bring with you when we are finally out of this. I guess when the world is when the world is safe, when the world is safe again. Yeah.
Yes,
So Jackie,
we should.
Yes, we should. Final word, for our audience and of encouragement.
I just think that it is a difficult time. We are in trying times, but let's just remember that this is temporary. Na we will get out of this also. Let's do what we can. Let us be kind to each other. Let us support each other. Let us pray for one another. Um, let us just do what we can with what is given to us. Madami man siya, konti man siya. Take care of what we have, di ba? If there is someone in need, you may not be able to help financially, but there are always lots of ways that you can reach out. So let us be a man for others. Let us
Mhm.
always remember that we are not alone in this world. We are going through the same thing. So let us be more compassionate towards everybody, because it's not easy what we're going through. And if you need help, if you are very sad, if you are depressed, if you don't know anymore what to do, talk to someone, talk to your family, cry, pray. There's always a helpline anywhere and everywhere. So um, do not be ashamed to say na you need help. Um, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, whether it's spiritually, reach out and just
Right.
let your heart out, because there are a lot of people who will help you and who will listen.
Yes, help is always there. Sometimes we just need
That's
to
right.
ask. And if you're on the other side, if there is whatever help that you can offer, di ba? Offer it and give it, because kindness and compassion is the way out of this pandemic. Those are the two, I
Definitely,
think, yeah,
definitely.
two most important things. Yeah. Jackie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Cathy.
Thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm gonna get that peanut butter, promise, because I'm gonna try your peanut butter and I'm gonna
I will
post it on
send
my
you some.
story. Naku, ano, I'll order. Thank you. In regards to your
Thank,
mom,
thank you.
keep
You should
well.
have her, Cathy. She's someone you
Well,
should have.
oh, that's right. Sige, you help her with the technical.
Yes, you should
Yes.
have.
That's right.
Yes.
I'm sure our audience will love that. Yeah, yeah. Papayag naman siguro, no?
That's an
I'll talk.
entirely different night for you. Nako, marami
Oh,
kayong mapapag-usapan.
oh my gosh. Yes. I would love
I
that.
shall
Yeah.
I will text you her number so that you can give her a call.
Sige, please, man. Yeah, I'd love to have Tita Pilita. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jack, you take care.
Thank you,
And
Cathy. Thank you also to Cholo. Thank you.
yes, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. God
We'll be
bless
right
you.
back. God bless you. Thank you. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
We'll be back. Conversations with Cathy will be right back.
So tonight was really pretty inspiring too, and what a wonderful conversation with Jackie on life, on love, on forgiveness, on family. Ang galing, di ba? And hopefully we'll have Tita Pilita Corrales on the show sometime soon before the year is over. We're gonna plan on having that. But for now, Cholo, please come join me and let's do our wrap up.
Hi, Miss Cat. Yan na ang
Oh,
ating part of the show. Sobrang nag-enjoy ako, Miss Cathy, even despite yung mga technical difficulties. It was a great show. Ako siguro, Miss Cat, I learned about taking care about our environment. And when we say po environment, it's not sina live clean, syempre, they help being sustainable, they help the environment, the external environment. Pero I think we also learned from the other guests how to take care of yung environment nyo within the house, to make
yes.
sure that you have a supportive family, to be there for people. And ano po sabi nga ni Miss Jackie, it's the little things
Mm,
Yung, it's so nice to see yung support na si Sophie was getting for
yes,
her
friends and
business,
family.
from her friends and her family. And I think it's those little things, Miss Cathy, na really goes a long way when
True,
it comes to going through all this,
true.
through this pandemic.
Yeah, it's the support and care that we give to one another, di ba? That helps us survive during this period. Like it's the help and support that we give each other on
Yeah,
this show, right? To bring it,
yes, Miss Cathy.
to everybody on a Friday night. So thank you. I always thank you for that. And thank you for the
Always thank you.
support you give us by watching us, every night and joining our conversations here. Do we
And
have
I
with
think, Miss Cathy, it's important to say that for both of us, this is also very therapeutic.
yes, yes.
Like,
Therapeutic,
going through the whole week and ending it with this, it's the best part of
exactly.
the week.
Having
Yes.
conversations like this. Do you have
Uh,
winners, Sean?
yeah, we have yung winners, Miss Cathy. So let me flash it really quick
Yes,
lang.
Sige.
So we already flashed yung winner ng first so we have si Miss Menchi.
Yes.
All right. Then for our second question, let me just flash it really quick. So why is LivClean safe for pets? All right. So let's see the first person who answered. Because of all natural ingredients. So that's Catherine Mijares Chua.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, so message na lang po siguro tayo sa page natin, Miss Cat.
Right. Right. Please message us your contact details. And then, do the other questions. Meron ka na rin bang winners?
Alright.
Where can you buy?
Yeah, where can you buy LivClean products? So let's see the first one who answered. Wait lang, Miss Cat.
Sige lang.
Alright. Okay, so the first one who answered is Miss Maria Norma Dado.
Dado.
Ayan.
Okay.
So, FB online and Instagram page na laging sinasabi ni
Right.
Miss Pinky.
Oo nga. And our
Alright,
final
and yes, for our final question, Miss Cat, nakapili na rin si Miss Pinky, namili nito. So, wait, let me pull it out really quick.
Okay.
Wait lang. Alright, I got it.
Because. Right.
Choose to live clean because... Here we go. So, ang nanalo po si Kiara Locsin. Ayan.
Okay. I choose to live clean because I get to clean my space without harming the environment. Great. Okay. Congratulations, Kiara. And we have 2 winners, di ba? O 1 lang ba?
Oh yeah, maybe we can, Miss Cathy, we can choose the other winner, then let's post it on our page.
Yeah, on our Facebook page. And for those who won, please just send us your details, name, contact number, your address, so we can send the Live Clean starter kits to you. Okay, it's been a really great show. Thank you so much, Cholo.
Yes,
And
Miss
again,
Cat. Thank you so much po.
staying with us and for watching us. And don't forget next week. Next week na ba tayo sa YouTube? Yeah, next week we'll be broadcasting sa, 'di ba, from our YouTube channel. Live pa rin, but
yeah, so make sure to like and subscribe on our YouTube page para the next time we go live, which is on YouTube, with our special guest next Friday, Miss Cathy, na kilala natin kasino.
Yes.
We can have it on YouTube.
Well, we're gonna have a couple sila. Couple lang special guests namin. But we have another interesting show for you next Friday night. So don't miss that. So what's our final word, Chol?
Okay, Miss Cat, our final word from our very talented artist, si Miss Bing.
Bing. Some people look for a beautiful place. Others make a place beautiful. Hazrat Inayat Khan. Ganda niya na. That's really beautiful.
Yeah. And I think it really ties Miss Cathy into the theme na parang yun, caring for other people, for the environment. And basically, like kung wari Miss Cathy, yung kanina, yung technical glitch na we had, those things are gonna happen. And alam niyo yun, parang the only things we can control are, I guess, the things we should focus on. And
that's right.
Ayun, let's try to make the place beautiful and
very
get
good
internet.
insight. Focus on what you can control, diba? Beauty is what you make it. How can you contribute to make beautiful the lives of other people? How can you make beautiful your immediate environment? So those are good thoughts to think about this weekend. So with that, we'll see you again next Friday night, and God bless you. Have a restful weekend. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining this evening's conversation. See you next Friday night.